Iga! Big bad Iga! She gets the victory. She defeats Linda Noskova. But listen, guys, the experts, they said this was a brutal draw for Iga Swiatek. I think it is. I think it's a tough draw, facing a lot of opponents that have beat her. But her next matchup against Yulia I think is going to be the toughest match Iga's had in a while. Why? Now, watch the previous video. I showed you how Iga's been defending the drop shots. Well, she hasn't. She looks horrible trying to chase down those drop shots. She looks robotic. She looks slow. And if you tell me she doesn't look slow, you're lying to me and you're lying to yourself. Yulia is going to drop shot her to death. I will be sitting in front of the TV if I'm not on Stadium 1 watching that match up close, maybe in one of those lawn chairs, because that match is going to be very interesting. Yulia does not stop with the drop shots. And if her coaching staff prepares her for that match properly, then Yulia should be using that drop shot every single play. And trust me, guys, she's going to have success with it. Iga wins, but stay tuned for next match. That's going to be tough. Veronica Kudame taking on Angelique Kerber, three-time slam champion. Let's just call her the Serena Killer, ladies and gentlemen. Angelique, look, I think I said this before. I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret here. I had a huge crush on Angelique Kerber. It's out, the cat's out the bag, guys. There you go, Angelique. Yes. Angelique is amazing. Three-time slam champion. Now, Veronica came into this match. Look, seeing Veronica play all week, and she looked injured to me. She's been calling for the physio. Her thigh, I'm watching her up close with her thigh, and it just seemed like she had this big bruise on her thigh. She's bruised all over. She's banged up. Angelique is playing good tennis. This was an upset 2-1 underdog money line lock outright. Now, I felt with this matchup here, if you watch the first set, it was just full of breaks. I mean, up until the 8th service game, the ladies, all they did was exchange breaks. But I felt that Angelique had the left down the line open. It was wide open. But I felt she wanted to challenge Veronica to beat her. I really felt that's the game plan Kerber had, because if she would have been aggressive, I think she could have won the match a lot easier. But I think the game plan was to make Veronica, who I thought was injured, and I mean, it looked like she was hindered a bit, but I think the game plan was to force Veronica to beat her, and she could not do it today. She made a lot of mistakes, and she didn't look good closing out her last match. I could tell that she was injured. She called for the physio, and that was a brutal ending to the last match where we saw her drop. I mean, she lost 4-5 straight service games. So taking on someone just tenured and experienced like Angelique Kerber, all she's basically going to have to do is manage the game, because she forced Veronica to win this match, and Veronica couldn't do it. She's not 100%. I hate to see Veronica upset like this. Such a sweet person, but Angelique, there she is, guys. That's Kerber. She gets the victory. Veronica will watch the rest of this tournament on television. And what about Katie Volynets? She spent nearly 5 hours on court, just under, but taking on some tough opponents, right? Mira Andreeva, Ons Jabeur. I'm not sure what happened with the Ons Jabeur match, but this is the type of matchup here. This is tailor-made for Woz. And yes, guys, the first set was a good first set for Woz. Katie's just getting balls back. That's all she's doing. I think if Katie's going to win this match or come back and win this match, then she needs to be aggressive. She needs to mix in some short balls, get Woz off of that baseline, coming forward, hit passing shots. It literally took 4.5 service games for Volynets to hit her first winner, while Woz already had 7 winners. Katie cannot just return balls to the better shot maker, the stronger opponent. I just don't think Katie has enough pop to keep Woz off of her. Katie needs to get aggressive. She's got to go down the line, hit some winners away from the racket of Woz, attack the back foot, mix in some short balls. She's going to have to use her athletic ability. And this was it here where Katie finally hit her first winner of the match, but it's too late. That's a Jordan fist bump. But another easy lock, guys. 8 for 9, 9 for 10 today, something like that. Tennis in a minute. We'll be back.